What's going on, everyone, and welcome into Expected Bets for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I am Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts today. We got Gretzky, Betskis, and Franco the Banker. Guys, we are on to the last team in the Pacific Division, the Vegas Golden Knights here. Lot of chatter around this team this offseason here. I mean, we'll just get right into it here. The acquisition of Mitch Marner. You now look at that top line of Eichel and Marner paired together. This team won the Pacific last year, had 110 points. Disappointing season, losing in the second round. But this looks like, I'd say on paper, one of the top three teams in terms of Stanley Cup. I mean, odds-wise too, but in terms of legitimate contenders, I don't know how you don't put this team up there.
Yeah, I think in the West it's Dallas and Vegas, and then in the East, Florida and
Dallas, Vegas, Edmonton, maybe, and then Colorado you can throw in there.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
if you're talking the top four teams in the league, two from each conference, I think it's Vegas, Dallas, Florida,
Tampa Bay, Carolina.
Is Toronto still?
I mean, Ehlers
get
goes to
the
Carolina. The East is certainly more wide open.
Yeah,
but this team looks like the juggernaut.
Yeah, this team looks really, really good. Pietrangelo is on IR this season. They also lose Roy, Haig, Olofsson, and Samsonov. They did have some other acquisitions here, but I mean, well, Franco, this team looks loaded, absolutely loaded. The only question is, I mean, we've seen teams struggle here. Let's look at Nashville, right? When they brought in Marchessault and Stamkos, didn't necessarily go the way they were hoping to. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming Marner and Eichel are just going to gel, but what happens if they don't?
I mean, I guess, but I can't see that happening. I think it's too perfect to not work, and I get it. There could be those hiccups and stuff, but I mean, you look at this. This is a different level, though. Like Marchessault, as good as he was in Vegas, I don't know if he is that much of like a difference maker player. If that makes sense, I guess
he's not on the level.
Yeah. I mean, he's old, and Stamkos both is old. They're both older too. I mean, Marner's in his prime. This is kind of unprecedented, right? Like a guy of this skill level, really going to mesh with a team that's already a top team in the league. I mean, you look at these top three lines too. They look like all three can really score for you. And then you look at the fourth line too with Sissons and Howden and Kolestar. That's a perfect fourth line. Like that is a pain in the ass to play against, grind you down, beat you down, and then the other three are just going to score on you at will. I mean, center depth is fantastic. You know, we talk about this every year, right? You look at center depth on some of these teams and it looks so weak or so questionable. There's no questions here. Like this center depth is fantastic. This is a team that's going to play you hard every game, every night. So, yeah, I absolutely agree. This should be a top team in the league and very scary to play against.
Yeah, Besky, I guess if we have to point out a weakness here, is it, I guess you're looking at maybe the goaltending?
Yeah, I would say goaltending. Adin Hill has proven himself before. He's a cup winner. He's also proven to be a bumpy, kind of more mid-tier goalie. I think ultimately that's probably more what he is. But when you have this strong of a blue line, you're able to prop him up. And that's good news for Akira Schmid as well, who has shown that he can play in this league and can steal games. So I like this tandem. That's still probably their weakest spot. And again, losing Pietrangelo is going to sting a little bit, but you could have argued that they had three top defensemen last year in Hanifin, Theodore, and Pietrangelo, and now with him being out, you're down to two. How many other teams can say that?
Yeah, I mean, their top four looks great. It's just that bottom six. That bottom six looks a little bit dicey in Luzon and Korczak, but
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could.
So the other concern is Mark Stone has not been able to stay healthy, and that him missing a huge chunk of last season did not prevent them from making the playoffs. So clearly they're able to keep rolling, but they did lose a little bit of forward depth, especially having to lose Raw to acquire Marner. They brought Riley Smith back, right?
Yeah, that was at the deadline.
That was last year, though.
Yeah. Yep.
So that helps a little bit. Even if Stone, I'm just like kind of trying to picture these lines. If Stone's gone, I'm not concerned about that power play. You can still throw Hertl, Dorofeyev, Eichel, Marner, and Theodore. So, I mean, shit, he may not even be on the top power play at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Is another
week. You can roll Riley Smith up with Barbashev and Hertl, no problem. So really, you're just trying to figure out how to find another bottom 9 forward.
Yeah, and that's not they called up some guys last year that performed all right in that role, so it's not the end of the world.
Is another weakness for this team now that they can't circumvent the salary cap going into the playoffs?
It is, yes.
But they don't need to. Their depth, this might be the best depth they've ever had. Even going back to that Stanley Cup team, I don't think that the depth was this good.
No, not the forward depth.
It looks fantastic.
Yep, they didn't have Hertl that year.
I mean, Brandon Saad on the third line is going to be relatively productive. It's crazy.
And if he's not, I'm pretty sure he's on league minimum, right?
Oh, yeah, they're paying him like nothing.
Yeah. If he's over the hill, just cut him.
Yeah. I mean, getting into some team props here quickly to make the playoffs, minus 1,100. That's out the window here. Division winner. I don't know if I'd settle on that at plus 155. I think I would go more towards the conference winner here at 4-1 plus 430 actually on FanDuel here. I think if we're looking at season-long bets for this team, I think that's kind of the one where my mind immediately goes to is for them to win the conference here. Is we talked about Edmonton. I think they're around that same price here. Maybe add one on Dallas as well. But you now have Vegas at plus 430, Edmonton around plus 450. Add Dallas in there too. I think those are kind of your three big conference winner bets.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if you cash one, you're profitable. If you go like those three.
Yeah. Player props here. A lot of talk on Eichel and Marner here. Betsky, do you have any one that kind of jumps out to you? Are you leaning more towards Eichel, 100 points at plus 190? Marner's minus 110 to have 100 points this season. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, that's a little tricky for me to want to dive into. I really like Eichel at 30 goals for minus 120, especially because some of the books will let you parlay that. So if you find some other goal scorers you really like, that feels like a decent option. And the only concern is his health, and that kind of scares me with the 100 points for Eichel. But
yeah, Franco.
Unfortunately, sorry. The prices just aren't great, though.
No, especially on 100 plus points here.
Yeah.
Franco, did you have a pick either Eichel or Marner for a season-long prop here?
I love the Eichel 30 goals at minus 120. I think that's a fine price as far as what he's going to do. I think, again, health aside, as long as he stays healthy, I think 30 goals is easy with a guy like Marner setting him up. And I would definitely sprinkle on the 40 goals at plus 800. That's just a sick price. And just he's never played with a setup man like this. He's always had to be kind of like the playmaker and scorer on a team. Marner just loves passing the puck, man. I mean, that's what he does. You can say what you will about him, his physicality and the negatives towards his game. Like, he's a playmaker. So I like that a lot. And did you say there was a 100 point? Because I see a 90 point and a 110 point for Marner. Is there a 100
on FanDuel they have 100 points at minus 110.
Yeah, that's not bad either. No. I mean, I don't really love laying like minus money on like a season long prop. Like I'd rather do the 110 honestly, if I was going to do it on Marner. I know it's going to be more of a long shot, but again, like I feel like this team's going to score a lot.
Aiden Hill, 30.5 wins for -120 is pretty nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a 50-win team last year.
Yeah. Probably my favorite player prop that we've given out so far in the Pacific is going to be this one. Pavel Dorofeyev to have 30-plus goals at +140. He's tied like Eichel, Marner, Dorofeyev on the top line. He's going to be on that top power play unit here. He had 35 last year. I don't see how he doesn't do it again with two playmakers on his line.
Yeah,
you're getting +140 on that. That's insane value.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably
again. That's why the Marner 100 points doesn't seem crazy. I mean, like
I
could easily see Eichel and Dorofeyev scoring 30 goals each. So that's 60 points right there.
Could you parlay Eichel and Dorofeyev at 50 goals and Marner at 100 points?
Oh my god! There's no way they allow that.
Marner 30 goals is +190 this year. And looking at his stats from last year, he had 27, year prior 26, the year prior 30, and then before that 35. Not necessarily out of the picture either.
That is wild. I didn't realize
I mean,
that.
when it comes down to it, if we can bet Marner and Eichel point at any point as a parlay this season, just in a game, like in any game, I don't care like if it's against Hellebuck and the Jets are on like a 10-game win streak, if it's -110, like
yeah.
All season, if it's available, we'll see. I mean, that might be one of those things that's like -150 every time you try.
Yeah, I mean, Eichel for 100 points at +190 seems like incredible value there too. So you can't parlay them together too. I just pulled it up on FanDuel. Unfortunately, they've kind of limited that. But
I'm just tracking DraftKings, and it doesn't look.
That needs to change. But yeah,
there's no way they're going to let you do that.
Wait.
No way. No way at all.
They're not even giving me Eichel. All
right. Any other props for this team?
No, not really.
Seems like there's about 5 or 6.
I mean, I don't mind taking them to win the cup.
Yeah.
Honestly,
no, I don't
I don't. You're not going to get better value than you are right now. I mean, this is not a team that's going to start out bad. Just because of all the pieces that are there. You know, even if you're talking about some speed bumps with the Marner, gelling with Eichel, the blue line's still solid. The rest of the forward core is basically all intact from last year. Aiden Hill, as long as he's healthy, is fine. So I could see them starting out on a tear to start the season. So you're not getting any better than the +850 right now.
No. And I mean, looking at that Western Conference odds right now up on FanDuel, Dallas is at +450, Edmonton +460, Vegas +480. You have those three going in to win the Western Conference Finals. You're going to make a profit if one of those three wins. And honestly, looking after that, Colorado, Winnipeg, Minnesota, maybe Colorado if they have everything go right, but I don't see anyone else winning the West here.
No, it would have to be like a Cinderella run for all those other teams.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. We want to thank you for listening to today's episode of Expected Bets 4. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Once more, thank you guys for listening, and we will talk to you next episode. See ya.